The ceremony is going to be fun because I have some fun people sitting in front of me. I already know we're going to go on the ride, we're going to go on the journey. A very simple, humble request. If you don't mind you taking some pictures here and there, but let's try to keep the ceremony in here instead of out in your Facebook world or in your Instagram world. Too bad those guys aren't here. We're here, and if you want to take pictures of the room, etc., feel free, but avoid texting, and if you have your phones, etc., do put them on silence. If you don't mind, please. We're going to start off singing with a traditional shabad. We call it a song, a hymn. It's called Nam. Nam basically means, just like in English, your name. Everyone has a name, or is given a name, and then they are given another name, and then another name. And you're probably wondering, what kind of names is he talking about? You know, you're like John to someone, and Dear to someone, and someone else calls you by a bad name because they don't like you, they call you a jerk, you know, all these kind of things you have. But there's a real person behind all these names. And that person is, in a way, the nameless, or the formless. It's going to be waiting for Amrit and Amanda, but it's also going to be a communal wedding. In a sense, you get to marry with your own inner spirit. And let's sing this Shabad, we call it. It's very mellow. And then they'll be coming in and we'll do the ceremony, I'll walk you through it, and before you know it, it'll be lunchtime. I know the knees are going to give out on you in an hour for those of you who aren't flexible or haven't sat on the floor for a while, but remember our ancestors didn't have chairs, and so they squatted or you know, they crawled, and so go back into your ancestry and your deep gene pool, and I'm sure it'll all kick in. Enjoy. Everyone together.
Let's sing it out.
नाम मिले आजीवा, नानक नाम मिले आजीवा. All my Punjabi brothers sing. Naam mile ajiva, nanak najiva, nanak naam mile ajiva. You look like a very nice Indian bride. I thought it was a Punjabi girl. Life is so beautiful. I want everyone to close their eyes, and just a little out of respect, the altar, sorry, let's open your eyes first. Just practicing to see how they actually follow orders. What you went and bowed to is a scripture that has been written over 500 years ago. And basically it's a recipe how to make your life easy. A lot of times people just spend all the time packaging it, decorating it, bowing to it, but it's full of nuggets, full of nice little recipes to make life smooth. And as I go along with the ceremony, I'll sing the passage and we'll try to give you some translations. Because you see guys with turbans and beards, and then you see all the tension around the world, and you see them in your taxi cab, you know, and you don't know what their real philosophy is. And my passion for Amrit and Amanda to bring us here is to have a ceremony that's full of passion and full of joy. So, as a respect, try not to point your feet towards the altar like any other altar in any other place. Other than that, you've already got your heads covered and you remove your shoes. That's typically done. And I was thinking about traditions. I was talking to Leela. When they were growing up, she was brought up in Nova Scotia, and she's like 4th generation Canadian. And when you went to church, you used to cover your head. You had a veil. You actually went to church with your heads covered, and then it just flipped around. If you look at all the historical documents, you look at Tchaikovsky, or you look at Darwin, which we'll talk about since I'm in love with evolution. All of their pictures are always wearing top hats. Abraham Lincoln, it was common to wear a hat. And then traditions are always evolving, always changing. So what is right today may be very wrong tomorrow. And what I want you to do is to remember that. Just respect, enjoy the moment. So let's close our eyes. And I just want you to gently feel the silence in you. There's a small chant we're going to do. It's very easy. It's called Aman. A-M-A-N. Aman. Everyone together? Aman. Once again. Aman. And really loud, everyone. Aman. And you can open your eyes, probably wondering what's he up to now. Aman, Amanda's first few letters of her word. It means without mind in Sanskrit. Aman means peace. It's also the root word for amen. It's a beautiful word, and man means your mind, and we put a in front of it, it becomes something silent. So we have a lady who's going to bring a relationship of silence and quiet, and then you have a name of Amrit. Let's do that. Amrit. 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 Amrit means nectar, sweetness, joy. Imagine having a relationship of quiet, still mind, sweetness, and nectar. Who wants to go to heaven? You have it right here. It's given to you. And that's the reason why you are given a name. I chose the name Freedom because every time I hear my name, I have to ask myself, how free am I? Am I going with my name? So everyone has a name, and you have a root behind your name. And if you can follow your name, you can follow your name to your inner bliss, into your inner quiet. So we start off the ceremony with a ceremonial Shabbat, and then there'll be a small prayer, and I'll walk you through it. Gita दास की राखिए नानक हर गुण गाए नानक का भला किए गीता लोड़िए नाम सोहार At this time, we're going to start with the first prayer. I'm going to ask Amrit, Amanda, Pradeep, Simi, Dr. Anthony, and Lisa to stand up for a quick, small prayer, please. The rest of you will remain seated. अरदास से ओंकार वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह से भगवती जी सहाय वार से भगवती जी की पातशाही 10वीं प्रथम भगवती संत के गुरु नानक लेके आए फिर अंगद गुरुदेव अमरदास राम दासा वै सहाय अर्जन हर गोविंदो सुनो श्री हर राय श्री हर कृष्ण जीत आइए जिस थे सब दुख जाए तेग बहादुर सिमरिए घर नौने दिया बिताई सब थे होने निसाए 10वें पातशाह श्री गुरु गोविंद सिंह जी महाराज पंथ के वाली अमित के दाते सब थे साए सत से अकाल पुरख जी का ध्यान तक खालसा जी साहब बोलो जी वाहेगुरु Sri Guru Granth Sahib de Part Darshan Didar Ka Dhyan Tak Khalsa Ji Sahib Bolo Ji Waheguru. Oh beloved Creator, the Maker, the one that keeps everyone together, the one that destroys everyone, the one that keeps everything in harmony, that one that disintegrates everyone. We stand here in front of you, asking for guidance, happiness through this wedding ceremony of Amanda and Amrit. Please grace us through some lovely music. Please shine us with your light. And we always all be happy and peaceful. Nanak naam chardi kala tere pane sarpatta pala. Please bow down and have a seat. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh, bole soneha. So Amanda, you stressed out? No, nah. You're looking beautiful. The next ceremony is probably the most significant ceremony in this whole moment that we're gathered. It's called the Palla ceremony. This is also known as the Palla, or a scarf, or a veil, or whatever name you want to give it. I find it crucial that every couple in your home should have a palla. And you're probably going to wonder, why do I need a palla? I'm doing fine. Even those of you that are been married 50 years, 30 years, 40 years, the palla is a reminder that you had a ceremony. It's a reminder that you sat in front of many people and you chose to become one. The palla is going to be a significant moment because Dr. Anthony Graham is going to give this palla and attach Amrit and Amanda together in unity. He will be so thankful that Amanda's not his responsibility anymore. It's beautiful. Amrit, I want you to use this palla and keep it in a sacred place in your home. In times, remember, the ceremonies always look glorified and we can have all the glitter and have all the joy, but we all know that every peak has a valley. And so in times of valleys, sit together with the pala and remember your names. Peace and nectar and sweetness. This is a given in any relationship. Leela and I have been together 20 years and we work and we live together 24/7, so we don't even have a moment to escape, to go to work. This is work. And we are always trying to see ways of making life easier for everyone. Because life, to begin with, and Buddha said, life is suffering. How do you get beyond suffering? And if you know little recipes, little nuske, in Punjabi, thode nuske honde, little nuggets, little tricks. So the palla, those of you who have been married for many years, go home tonight and, find a palla and sit together and hold each other and look at each other's eyes and say, wow, we did well. We went through the roller coaster of life, because there's no such thing as this flat line, right? It's always up and down, And so I'm going to ask Tony, Anthony, please walk up here and have this pala, and we're going to sing this nice sacred Shabad with it. And you know exactly, we had a rehearsal, so he knows it all. He's a master at this. You want to have him come to the next wedding if you need a pala man? Here he is. Thank you so much, please. Kirtan, or the melodies, are set to certain scales, and these are scales that have been handed down for thousands of years, and they are set in certain rhythmic patterns to evoke certain emotions in us. And that pala song is the one where oh, it's a heart cruncher, it's going inside and waking up the heart. I'm going to walk up to the altar now. I'm going to read the 4 passages for the wedding in the original script. Then I'll come back here, and then we'll do the singing, and then they'll walk around, and they'll get to stretch. You all have to sit steady, okay, please? Work on your glutes, use your core, get the spine straight. This is a free workout included in the wedding, so enjoy yourself. Dandaut bandhanan kabar, sarab kala samrat, dolan te rakho prabhu, nanak de karat, suhi mehla panjwa, se sanjog karo mere pyare, jit rasna har naam uchare, sun beti prabh deen dayala, साध गावे गुण सदा रसाला राव जीवन रूप सिमरन प्रभ तेरा जिस कृपा करे बसे तिस नेरा, जन की भूख तेरा नाम आधार, तू दाता प्रभ देवनहार। राम रमत संतन सुख माना, नानक देवनहार सुजाना। राम रमत संतन सुख माना, नानक देवनहार सुजाना। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। सुही महला चौथा, हर पहलड़ी लाभ, परवृत्ति कर्म दृढ़ाया बलराम जियो। बाणी ब्रह्मा वेद तरम दृढ़ो, पाप तजाया बलराम जियो। तरम दृढ़ो हर नाम त्यावो, सिमरत नाम दृढ़ाया। सतगुर गुरपुरा आराधो, सब किल विख पाप गवाया। सहज आनंद होवा वड पागी, मन हर हर मीठा लाया। जन कहे नानक लाभ पहली, आरंभ काज रचाया। हर दूजड़ी लाभ सतगुर पुरख मिलाया, बलराम जियो। निरपौ पै मन होए हों मैल गवाया, बलराम जियो। निर्मल भवाया, हर गुण गाया। हर वेखे राम हदूरे, हर आत्म राम पसारिया। स्वामी सर्ब रिहा भरपूरे, अंतर बाहिर हर प्रभे को। मिल हर जन मंगल गाए, जन नानक दूजी लाभ चलाई। अनहद शब्द बजाए, हर तीजड़ी लाभ मन चौपया। बैरागिया बलराम जियो। संत जना हर मेल हर पाया, वड पागिया बलराम जियो। निर्मल हर पाया, हर गुण गाया। मुख बोली हर बाणी, संत जना वड पागी पाया। हर कथिए कथ कहानी, हृदय हर 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 तुन उपजी। हर जपिए मस्तक पाग जियो। जन नानक बोले तीजी लावे, हर उपजे मन बैराग जियो। हर चौथड़ी लाभ मन सहज पिया, हर पाया बलराम जियो। गुरुख मिलिया सुभाए, हर मन तन मीठा लाया। बलराम जियो। हर मीठा लाया मेरे प्रभ पाया, दिन हर लिवलाई। मन चिंदिया फल पाया, स्वामी हर नाम वजीवदाई। हर प्रभ ठाकुर काज रचाया, तन हृदय नाम विगासी। जन नानक बोले चौथी लावे, हर पाया प्रभ अविनाशी। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, Vaheguru Ji ki fateh. I would like everyone to close their eyes, put your hands over your heart, and listen to the lovely essence of this Shabad. Let me fall in your embrace, gently in your grace. You may gently open your eyes. gently. Some of you might have done carpentry in school. And you know, when you first have a piece of wood, you first use a plane, then you use a file, then you use sandpaper, then you use even finer, then you polish it. And to get the full essence of a person, it's not a one-day journey. It's a whole lifetime. My father just turned 90, and I'm asking him stories, you know, what it was like to go through this thing, and he keeps on looking at me and goes, Sonny, just slow down. Just slow down, because there's going to be a time when you won't be able to get out of a chair. You know, you're now like so energetic. Oh, I got to get on my device. I got to send that email. I got to do that booking now. And if I don't get it, what will happen? We are caught up. We're caught up. And the idea is sahaj, to do things very slowly. Because if you take this whole universe, and you remember it's been going on for billions of years, it's not happening fast. And in the whole big picture of life, you're just a blip. You don't even count, but you count a lot if you are connected with the universe. If you're disconnected, if you're always in your mind, and you're not here, you're not a... So we're gonna sing the same melody now, Amrit and Amanda. They want to break tradition like me. I like them. They want to walk together, which is fantastic. That's an evolutionary step for his company. And the whole idea being that walking together, as opposed to walking in front or behind each other. You know, a lot of the cultural traditions in India were handed down, and as situations change, cultures change. About 30 years ago, you would never think about having, and then we're going to let other people share the beauty of this music and the beauty of this culture. So we're going to sing. You guys practiced? Yeah. Oh. Hare Peladi Love Parvediti Karo Raya Balaram Jiyo Balaram Jiyo Pari Brahma Veda Taram Apate Jaya Balaram Jiyo Balaram Jiyo Sab Kilvik Paap Gavaya Balaram Jiyo Sahaj Anand Waman Pagi Mad Har Har Meetha Laya Balaram Jiyo Jan Kahe Nanak Lav Pehli Anand Kaj Jaya Balaram Jiyo Balaram Jiyo Balaram Jiyo. That's called timing. I mean, wow. And what is life other than timing? Everything is timing. As you start playing the game of life, you know, you start realizing, oh, I met this person coincidentally, and then they became my partner. Oh, and then I married them. And then, oh, I met so-and-so because of the timing. It's all timing. And time will put you together, and time will take you apart. It's a really amazing feature, this timing. And most of us don't understand this concept because part of the reason is we don't sit with the rhythms of nature anymore. We don't go outside and see the lunar cycle. We don't see the stars anymore. Or we don't see the sun rising or setting. I was brought up in Kenya, so you know, tropical sunset. Their clocks are different in Kenya. In Kenya, the first hour is 7 a.m. because that's when the sun rises, and the last hour is 7 p.m. So when you ask someone the time, it's 1 hour, that means it's 7 in the morning. And it's fascinating because we are so disconnected with our outside natural world. And the day you start feeling these scriptures are full of nature, how to connect with nature. The thing is, Once you put a word and you don't go and experience it, you can keep on reading the words and keep on praying, but if you don't go out and taste it, you will have no essence of what the mystics and the masters wrote. So close your eyes, second love, the second verse, please. Enjoy. Let me sing your praise. Music. Music is happening everywhere. The other day I turned all the airplanes flying by have a hum, and before you know it, there's a rhythm going on, and there's some sort of, when you're sitting in here, think about all the Wi-Fi signals that are crossing in and out of you right now. And we have an energy field. We're basically a bunch of electricity floating around. You know, when the heart goes off, they kick it started with some electricity, right? Give them a zap, wake it up. And when you realize electricity and music are so closely related, when you have lightning, then you have thunder, right? You know they're the same thing, extending back and forth. Once you start listening to music, what I do sometimes is when I'm around someone, you know, they're not saying nice things about what I did. I just start thinking about it as music, and I start figuring out what scale they're talking in, what notes they're going to, because after all, that's their expression. You don't want to take on their darkness. You just want to enjoy the music. So listen to the music around you all the time. As partners, both of you need to be listening to a lot of music. Music is happiness. Music and laughter. So I don't know your choices of music. Are they the same? Close? Oh, there was a... So that's where the first Palla talk will happen. Honey, but we heard that one 10 times. Not that singer again, no. But it's amazing. And then it expands your musical horizon, right? It takes you in a different journey. Maybe you'll introduce her to Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan's Qawwali or Jagjit's Ghazal or something different, right? But music, when I met Leela, I turned on some Indian music and she goes, turn that thing off. This is too much, what kind of scales? She's trained in as a soprano in classical music. And it's like two different worlds. But when you start realizing they're all 7 notes, I don't care what color you are, what culture you belong to, you all use the same scales. You all use 4 patterns, three rhythmic patterns. It doesn't, music is universal. So if you can speak the language of music, you've got the game won. So second love, you guys. Hare Tujhdi love, Hare Tujhdi love, Satguru Purkh milaya, Purkh milaya, Balram jiyo, Tirmo paiman hoye jo main pain gavaya, Balram jiyo. Jana Nanak दूजी लाभ चलाए अनाद शब्द बजाए बलराम जियो बलराम जियो बलराम जियो. So Amrit decided to speed that one up a little. What's happening? Close your eyes, please. The second time they walked around, you can open your eyes, it was all about learning the universal music. The third time around, I wanted you to learn something very special about yourself, is the language of love, which is silence. So much connection happens when you're quiet. We've all flirted, we've all done stuff with our eyes without having said a word. In life, everyone's done it. Without being honest about it, it's different, but we've always used our physical body cues and our mental cues to connect with someone. What typically happens when you are not in a good harmony with each other, silence explodes into verbiage, into loudness, into anger, into frustration. The body chemistry changes and you become like what I call myself a monster. Leela says, you're a monster now. Okay? We all do that because we're so far from the other person's heart at that moment. And when your hearts are close, it's quiet. When the hearts are going further and further apart, you start lashing out with words, trying to convince the other person. You're not getting my point of view. You'll never get me. You know, you've always been doing it this way. And it's when you go quiet and you reevaluate your own self, you start finding out who the other person is. And the other person's basically wanting to be quiet with you, and they want to enjoy your love. No one wants to have a fight just because they want to have a fight. It just stirs up. So in this third time around, Amanda and Amrit, silence. Remember, if you're quiet, you might not have to use the palla. Okay? It'll be just nice just to sit quietly and sleep on it. And then everything will resolve if it's rising up and down. Okay, let's go around third time. Nice and easy, eh? No rush. I love it. Nam Jio. The fourth lam essence, close your eyes, please.
The sweetness of your spirit resonates in my soul. Day and night, resonates in my soul. The sweetness of your spirit resonates in my soul. Resonates in my soul. Resonates in my soul.
You may open your eyes. Sweetness. Remember we were talking about sweetness? Amrit. Sweetness resonates in my soul. Amrit, people should look at you and you should be like candy. Everyone says, there's the sweet man walking. That's Amrit. I was here yesterday we were setting up and Vicky and her team, Dipali and Lakshmi, they put this room together and Vicky's kids were here and they were talking about, freedom, I love candy. I want candy, right? And they were setting up for something outside in the hallway and there were some pastries and can we go get some pastries, right? And it's intrinsic. Intrinsic, we all love sugar. And part of the reason why we love sugar, part of the evolutionary change, what I studied in school was, see, primates, monkeys, can take sugar and convert it right into vitamin C. The sugar molecule and the vitamin C molecule are mirror images, molecules. So if you look at them, they look the same, but they're mirror imaging each other. And we, over time, lost that conversion factor, and so we take this sugar, it doesn't give you energy, it just gives you this spike in your glucose, and then bang, we fall and we drop and we feel horrible. And the monkeys, once you give them a banana, they're full of energy and very, very strong. In this next fourth love, we're going to be showering them with flowers. So at this time, if you can, give everyone some rose petals. And what I want you to do with these rose petals, let's try to do this quietly, because I have lots to say and our time is running out. Yeah, go ahead. You know when you're going out on a date or you're going to go see your in-laws for the first time, what do? You take flowers, right? You want to make them happy, you want to let them know you care about them. And part of the reasons why we give flowers is they're fragile. They have a short life. They're not something you can hoard for all your time. In the olden days, flowers had fragrance. You had a rose. It grew as a natural rose, and not even in our garden we have roses that you walk by and go, I like that fragrance. And roses can have many different fragrances. Nowadays we manufacture in the greenhouse. They come from Kenya. They come through Amsterdam. By the time they land here, they have a shelf life of 5 days because they want you to buy more flowers, right? They have to disintegrate as fast as they can. So when you're going to give these flowers, many of you have brought different types of gifts to this place. This is your personal energy that I talked about, those electrons, the energy in you. You can make someone feel really good by giving them some nice energy, or you can make them feel very bad. If you're not feeling good, you can mess up someone's day just by the way you project at them. So when they're going to walk around the altar for the fourth love, I want everyone to walk up Don't throw these flowers, because you don't throw flowers at your girlfriend, you give it to them. Many a times just go on your knees and you give it to her. Or, you want to make them feel happy. I want you to walk by and think of this as a communal grace, as a communal gift for all of us being together. You'll walk up and you shower them on their crown of their head to let them know that you are here and they should feel your presence. And you can start, as soon as they start walking, you can walk behind the altar, whatever works for you. Just enjoy this lovely moment. And we're ready to go. Everyone. Balaram Jiyo, 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 Balaram. Let's all sing. Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo. Sab japo. Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo. You can take your seats. Balaram Jiyo, 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 Balaram Jiyo. Let's sing. Balaram, and have a seat. Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram. You may be seated. Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram. Sab japo. Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram. Let's sing. Balaram Jiyo, 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 Balaram Jiyo. One more go. Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo. May you always be showered with love, with fragrance, with softness, with soft petals, with friends and family who will always want to wish the best for you. We are going to finish the sermon with a couple of finishing hymns and shabbats, and then you'll be ready for lunch, I promise you. That you don't have to keep on hearing how to be soft and gentle, because you will be gentle. And when you go from today's program, I want everyone to know that you went to a unique celebration. I want them to feel through your look. See, when you're charged up, you don't have to say anything. I was thinking in these anatomy days, Doctor, you would recognize this. You know when you have this risorius muscle that goes up from the end of the lips here, it goes up. And that muscle requires a lot less energy than all the ones that you need for frowning, getting angry. Those you gotta tighten the jaw, you gotta tighten the sear muscle, everything gets. The risorius, you give someone a nice rising smile, they're yours. It's for free. I have to charge you nothing, and everyone around you is going to be just so happy. So I want you to feel this fragrance, and we're going to sing a little shabad. It's going to take a few minutes, so just enjoy. In the Sikh tradition, they don't do vows like in other traditions. You don't generally have exchanges of I do and I don't, and I will and I won't. I will try, do my best. Instead, I do a practical agreement for all of us that I do for myself. So when we do say one line, everyone will respond with Nam Mile. Remember we did that in the beginning? Nam Mile. Can we all say that? Nam Mile. Meaning I realize myself, right? So from this day forward, I promise you these. I will laugh with you in times of joy and comfort you in times of sorrow. Nam Mile. I will listen to you with compassion and understanding and speak to you with encouragement. I will remain faithful to you at all times. Nam Mile.
You are my best friend, and I will love and respect you always.
Nam Mile. Imagine if we could all be each other's best friends. Wouldn't that be an amazing world we could live in? Everyone you see, you saw them as your friend. It would be a whole different way of looking at life. Whole different way. So one of the things that I do encourage after what I call it a cross-cultural, but it is what we call a Canadian wedding now, where we were staying, we went for breakfast, and everyone had multicolored kids, and I couldn't, Guyana with Nigerian, with Chinese, and it was like, it was a melting pot. This whole world is a melting pot. We walked out of some level as a Zinjanthropus in Olduvai Gorge in Tanzania and wandered all over in these different worlds, and they said, oh, we're different now, oh, we're different, we have a different tradition, and we wear a turban, no, we wear a veil, no, we don't wear, we shave our heads, no, we do this. And yet, deep inside, the rhythm, the breath, the sound, it's all the same, it's all the same. So I want you to close your eyes for a moment, and I want you to feel the energy of the communal breath. Everything that we are is just one breath. Just relax, and if you want to put your hands over your hearts, please just gently, and just start breathing slowly in and out through your nostril, and really feel everyone as one being, one kind being. For being so kind and gentle throughout the ceremony. I want to thank Amrit and Amanda for choosing us to be in their life for this special moment. It started about a year ago, and you plant a seed. We call it in Punjabi Bij Manta, putting a seed in the ground, and then you water it, you air it. Environmental scientist, she does stuff with the air, and Guru Nanak talks a lot about the air and 500 years ago, and so it's all about being one in harmony with the environment. I want to thank Pradeep and Simi for really giving us your love and support, and Anthony and Lisa for really, really engaging your love and support to us too for the ceremony. We're always thankful of the place where we go and share this moment. Simi, I wanted you to thank you for bringing a new daughter into your home. It's magic. I want to, the fulkari, is it the one they're sitting on, or is it the one in front of the altar? So the lovely multicolored sheets that you see sitting in the front, are their heirlooms. How many generations now is this? At least 3 or 4 generations. So every wedding they pass on. So what she's telling you, Amrit, that this has to be a generational hand-me-down. So get to work, and we have to make sure someone has these heirlooms to use. I'm just kidding. These are beautiful heirlooms. They are sacred to her family. Sometimes, in Canada, everything's really modern, and then you go to other countries, you'll see things that are 500, 400 years old. If you didn't like something in the practice during the wedding that we said today, please do not ever carry it or think about it or talk about it ever again. If I offended someone, if some of the ritual that we did was not cohesive to your heart and your soul, leave it here, leave it with me. But if you liked something, it is all yours to spread and share. So don't ever carry anything that you don't like. It's just burden in your brain, it's just stuff. It's one of those files you'll have to delete later. So delete it now, don't carry it. Carry the other stuff, carry the stuff that you like. That stuff I like you to be viral about, because love should be viral. That's the only thing that should be viral. When you get a chance, please, pink-covered head coverings and blue-colored head coverings should meet each other, because they're from the guy's side and the girl's side, from family. But I thought they were. I'm all wrong. But you must meet someone you haven't met before. Okay, so meet someone new today. This is your lucky chance. These moments don't happen every day. So you get a chance to go into someone else's world and give them a hug. Let them know you got good energy. And we're going to stand up for the final prayer, and we'll give the prashad and lunch. Please, everyone stand up, please. उद्यागे अरदास हमारी, जियो पिंड सब तेरा वाहे गुरु, ओ नानक सब तेरी बड़ियाई, कोई नाम न जाने मेरा वाहे गुरु। एक ओंकार वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। सिद्ध भगवती जी साहिब आशीष भगवती जी की पाशे 10वीं प्रथम भगवती सिंह के गुरु नानक लेते आए फिरंगर गुरुते अमरदास रामदास साया चन हर गोबिंद सिंधु सिद्धि हराय से हर कृष्ण दुतिया ये जिसते थे सब जाए तेग बहादुर सिमरिया गरनौ ने दिया बेताई सब थाई होने से 10वीं पाशे श्री गुरु गोबिंद सिंह जी महाराज पंथ के वाले अमर के दाते सब थाई सहाय सत श्री अकाल पुरख जी का अंतर खालसा जी साहिब बोलो जी वाहिगुरु। श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब जी ने पाठ दर्शन दिलार का अंतर खालसा जी साहिब बोलो जी वाहिगुरु। गुरु साहब ने 5 प्यारे 4 साहिबजादे 40 मुक्ते 50 तख्ता सरबत गुरु दाने का अंतर खालसा जी साहिब बोलो जी वाहिगुरु। जितना गुरु प्यारे नाम जपिया वन के चकिया धर्म है स्थित देश लाई तेगवाए आयन तंचवाई बन बन करवाई पुटिया कर लवाइयां जुदे जी का विसार गए तिना सिंगा सिंगे पुत्र कुमाई का अंतर खालसा जी साहिब बोलो जी वाहिगुरु। प्रथम सरबत खालसा जी की अरदास सरबत खालसा जी को वाहिगुरु वाहिगुरु नाम चित्तावे चित्तावन का सदका सर्व सुख होए जा जा खालसा जी साहिब ता ता अच्छा राय देख देख फतेह बिद की पैज पंथ की जी श्री साहब जी सहाय खालसा जी के बोल वाले सिखाना मन नीवा मत उची मत पता राखा अपकार पुरुष वाहिगुरु। O dear beloved creator maker O वाहिगुरु, O Nam Simon, O maker of all, we stand here thanking you for this lovely ceremony of Amrit and Amanda today in front of witnesses of every soul and every denomination wanting to share their love and kindness with this lovely couple. Bless them in happiness and harmony in life. May the prasad that is presented in front of you give everyone energy, nutrition, and a lot of happiness, because it is your grace that keeps us alive. Say pyare milna, jina mera apna putra naam chitave, nanak naam chardi kala, tere paane sarbatta pala. Please bow down and come standing up one more time. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। बोले सो निहाल सत श्री अकाल। Please be seated. before I read the last command, I just wanted to thank my lovely gentleman behind me, Lovedeep, for sitting at the altar. It's got a beautiful name. Just the two prefixes, love and deep. It's love and light. It's a gorgeous name to have in life. And we're going to read the last passage. And we put a covering on the scriptures just as a token of respect to the Spirit. Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. Vindota bandhane ankava, sarvakala samaratte. Dolan te rakho Prabhu, Nanak de kar hath. Firat firat prab aaya, parya to sirnaye. Nanak ki prab benati, apni bhagti laye. Bilawal mehla panjma, achat puja, jog gopal, mantan arpe. Rakho har aage sarb jiya, kahe pratpal raho. Saran samrat akath sukhdata, kirpa sindh bado dayal. Kantalai rakhe apne ko, tisno lage na tatival. Namodar dayal swami, sarvas sant jana tanmal. Nanak jachak dash prabh mange, sant jana ki mile raval. Nanak jachak dash prabh mange, sant jana ki mile raval. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fatah. At this time I'm going to ask Lisa's father, Al, is it? Grandfather, your grandpa, to walk up to the front of the altar, please, and grace them with a nice garland. Will you stay there? Yeah. And then Raj, that's Pradeep's mother, and Amrit's grandma. They're both going to shower them with a garland, please. Bole so nihal, sat sri akal. Bole so nihal, sat sri akal. Bole so nihal, sat sri akal. The ceremony is officially concluded. Congratulations to both of you. Amanda, you did fantastic. It was so beautiful. I'm going to be serving them some prashad, which is a token of respect to both Amrit and Amanda right now. The rest of you will receive this grace on the way out. There's some nuts and almonds. You need nutrition before lunch. And so they're going to get their prashad. They're going to walk out. So I want everyone else to walk behind them as soon as you can, because this particular room has to be converted to your lunchroom. So the sooner you go out, the sooner you will receive a meal. So just give me a moment while I give them their prashad, then everyone else can walk out, please. Likes this, so I have to give him a lot. Oh, you want to? I'll meet you all outside, so let's walk out after these guys. Thank you.